Hi, I'm Jerry and I play the drums.
I'm Paul, the guitarist of the band.
I'm Kevin, I play bass for the band.
And I'm Bima on vocals. The reason why we chose Kings and Queens, it's a name that Paul thought of somewhere, I think it was in early 2001. We've stuck with the name since.
When we first started out, people started referring to us as Royal Rockers. So basically, our music is pretty much anthem-like songs that feature how we feel when we play on stage. The kind of music that we play is really something that you can get into, and it's something that definitely we get into. So that's why we play the music that we play.
Why I'm here on my own, making to come back home, come alone. Bring your feet down to the ground, closer to the ones ever you're destined to, with a signal of hope and time. And again, we keep forgetting who is, yeah. That's why we are here, still biting our nails. I'm eager to come back home. Bring your feet down to the ground, closer to the ones heaven you're destined to, with a signal of hope and time. Hey you, yeah. 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 Two different lives, two different ways. Take it or leave it, it's coming at you. Head of my arms, soul's out of reach, spirit's alive, yeah.
We've been together for close to 4 years now. What keeps us together is Basically, we are really good friends. Myself and Vima, we were classmates since we were like 13. Kevin is a neighborhood friend of ours, and so we basically knew each other since we were like kids, you know. I think I see ourselves playing music many years ahead.
But I think compromise is very important also. Again, setting up priorities. You don't want to piss somebody off. Basically speaking, if you're in a relationship, you got to understand each other. And the same goes to if you're in a band. And it's even better if you've got 4 guys together. We have to understand each other's responsibilities, their obligations, and we learn to compromise. Because each member of the band has their own role as a musician and also as a friend in the band.
The next tip I'd like to give you is in regards to playing lead guitar. When you're bending the notes and you're bending the strings and you're doing vibrato, it's very important to know a few key points in doing that. And I'm going to show you a couple things with bending that might help. When you're bending the note up, okay, so I'm bending with my 3rd finger, I'm using my 2nd finger behind the 3rd finger to support the string. So both fingers are actually sitting on the string and pushing together. So that if you just do it with one finger, it's going to be hard to have the strength. This 1st finger you can also use to help mute, just lay across the string, so while you're doing bends, you're not hearing a lot of extraneous noises. For instance, like... A good exercise you might want to try is to develop your ear, is to do a simple major scale on one string. Try to see if you can play the first 2 notes and then bend up to the 3rd note. Then move your finger up to that note and bend a half step to the 4th. Then move up to that note and bend to the 5th. Then move up to that note to the 6th. Then move up a whole step to the 7th. Then a half step to the root. So it should sound like this. And that's a good way to practice making sure that your bends are in tune, because that's going to give you a more melodic sound. If you're playing like... Good luck with your bends and vibrato.
Myself, Vima and Kevin are the songwriters in the band. Jerry gives input on the musical arrangement, but songwriting process basically is very much between us. So we write about stuff like things happening in the world. We have a song called Who Am I to Pay? It was written in memory of the tsunami tragedy. We have another song called Hide, which was written on the anniversary of September 11 attacks. Basically, we tend to put importance in those issues because we as a human, although we are just one tiny ant in the world, we want to touch people that way too.
We put importance on to human lives, and basically quite big part of our lives we do charity. I think that in that sense, some of our songs we have those characteristics. It's like in our nature.
Yeah! Could you see what I see? Can you feel what I feel? Are you lost in your senses? Nothing ever seems so fine. I would bubbling, strong but trembling, never ending. I don't care as long as you were there. Where you lied me, you left me like no one. And I want you to know, yes, I'm feeling the raw emotion, and I'm senseless in your direction. Baby, I need some action with you. So far condition down on my heart, that's an explosion. It's causing this commotion. In your eyes I see an illusion. It's out of free love. Fly between you and I, as I'm coming from the sky. touch your silky hair. I feel a sweaty palm of mine. A sense of confusion. It says there's something going on in my emotion. Yeah. Will you light me up? You lift me up like no one would. And I want you to know.
Basically, we have only one EP released so far. It was released in the mid of 2003. It's called a Royal Sessions EP. It features 5 of our songs plus an interlude. And basically, we did that out of the money we had from the Yamaha band competition that we entered. It gave us funding for this project. This was a very special project in a way that we did a collaboration with a designer community called Docsop. Basically now we are still gigging. Basically we are doing pre-production for our full-length debut album. We are doing a bit of pre-production in my place, coming up with songwriting ideas, arrangement ideas, and still practicing, trying to gig as a band. We're trying to write as many songs as we can. So we have a good collection of songs for our album because we don't want to disappoint
our listeners out there. We thank you for continuing your support, of course.
When we started out, compare it to when we started until now, I think it's really grown. People are playing music, people are writing music. There are a lot more gigs happening nowadays, but they are getting fewer and fewer places to play. I think the music scene still needs to grow in a way where people can actually express themselves without being undermined by political stances or not being over ambitious about their music. The only one way for the music scene to get better is for the government to take a part in educating, or give incentives to schools to include music into the curriculum, because I think that's very important. Basically nowadays you have a lot of people learning guitar by themselves, so they have sometimes no direction learning their music. So basically I think we just need more awareness and education in the music department.
Mystery to solve, a destination, goal and everything, achieve all of these things. Time goes by, simple way of life. Not a word of hate comes out, scared within. No some peace unfound, known to me, yeah. As time goes by, would you see what I see? Would you know what I know? Sometimes life just runs so fast, and I can't catch up at the end. And I pray to God to give me a chance, and I kiss my foes and make amends. Sometimes won't wait. starts a better day someday. Taking small steps to know the way. As time goes by, would you see what I see? Would you care if I was wrong? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sometimes life just runs so fast that I can't catch up after year. And I pray to God to give me a chance. And I kiss my foes and make amends. Sometimes it's blown away. Yeah, let me out. Let me see what it means to me. Yeah. Sometimes life just runs so fast that I can't catch up after year. And I pray to God to give me a chance. And I kiss my foes and make amends. Sometimes wonder what's going on, and it's harder to sleep 7 times more. And I pray to God what the bill let me keep. No, it's underwater, but don't let me weep. Sometimes you wanna wait. Sometimes you wanna wait.
We want to thank everybody who supported us all this way, our friends and families who bought the album, who supported us countlessly whenever we've done any shows, and most importantly our big good friend we count him as the 5th member of the band, the Farm Singkat. You know who you are.
Not bad also. If 100 marks lah, full marks, I will giving 60 marks off. I think it's overseas singer. If local band, I will give 90 marks already.
And I pray to God to give me a chance.
I like the music beat and the feel of it. Quite okay also.
Sometimes wonder what's going on, and it's harder to
I like the beat. It sounds international, but it's going to be local, isn't it? Yeah, that's the type of style I...
know it's underwater, but don't let me weep.
It sounds good. It could sound international. It could sound local too. They're on their way to doing something right, so good luck to you.